So let us start with the recording, right? So hi everyone, once again a very warm welcome to all of you, all the students and parents over here. So students, as discussed, we are here for a demo and interaction program for grade 5 and 6 for Reasoning Olympiad. Right. So now my first question to you would be like in is reasoning taught in your schools as a subject? So like you study math, science, English in your school. So is reasoning taught? No, no. Okay. Okay. So that is one of the most important reason, like we have brought in reasoning Olympiad classes, and we essentially feel that this subject should be included in school curriculum because it enhances, it helps with you with your future competitive examinations as well, because once you are good with reasoning, you are logically sound, you can appear for any other exam as well. So I'm getting lot many no's in the chat section. Okay, Ayushi is saying yes. All right, Ayushi. So Ayushi, you are from which school? School and city, yes. So that's really nice to know that reasoning is taught in your school. So it is one of the essential subject and like major competitive examination. So if you have heard about the NTSC examination, how many of you have heard about NTSC? Anyone? Okay, Pranesh is saying, yeah, Praneeth is saying, okay. So Praneeth, can you tell me like what exactly is NTSC examination? Aditi, okay, so what is it? And my next question to it would be like, what percentage of reasoning is there in this examination? Anyone? 98 percentage? So we are being very optimistic, but then no, it's not 98 percentage. Yes, Praneeth, it's National Talent Search Examination. So, but then what is the percentage of reasoning in this? 72? No, Aditi, not 72. So it's exactly 50%. So that's a correct me like if I'm wrong. So it's all like almost 50% of your syllabus for NTSC. These logical reasoning questions come up, right? So this is really essential. Correct, Siddharth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice. So students, like today we are going to have a demo on Reasoning Olympiad. So the topic would be disclosed by Siddharth soon. So I would be just explaining you the flow of this program. So basically, first of all, there would be an introduction by your mentor, who is Siddharth sir. So few of you would have met Siddharth sir yesterday also. So Siddharth sir is taking opinion talks classes also with us. All right. So he has been associated with Olympiad success from quite a while, and he is really passionate about teaching, and like I'll just leave it to him for his introduction when I'll call his name. And after his introduction, we would be I would be taking up a small presentation on the course details, and post this presentation, I would be taking you through the tour of the platform, wherein I will be showing you like how you have to log into the platform and how you have to access the content which we would be providing you, right? And post that, we would be having a short question and answer round. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section and I would be happy to answer your queries. Okay, post the question and answer round, we would be starting with the demo session for which you all are here. All right. So a warm welcome to you, Siddharth sir, as well. So Siddharth sir, over to you for a short introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such an introduction. So, guys, hello, everyone. Students, my name is Siddharth Shankar Bhardwaj. And first of all, a brief introduction about me. So, I am from last 7 years, I am associated with teaching. So, I'm teaching the opinion. I'm also already taking opinion talks classes. And regarding reasoning, I have taught at many different institutes, like, they are all over India, like Time and Bullseye, right? And I've taught students from right from like 8 years to from class 6 to class 12. It has been a long journey, and I'm really passionate about like teaching students like you. And I hope together we will be able to make this journey even better. So looking forward to these classes, right? And hope you all do well in your future. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Siddharth sir. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you on the platform. So, students, let me now share my screen for a presentation. All right. So let me know like my screen is visible or it's still loading. Is my screen visible, students? Okay, thank you, Sachit. Thank you so much. So students, a warm welcome to all of you. So this is our batch 2 for Reasoning Olympiad. Batch 1 we had started last month, and the classes for that are already going on. And we have now started with the batch 2 because we had many inquiries like when are we going to start the second batch. So here we are. I'll just take you through the details of this. But before that, let us start with one question. So since this is a reasoning class, and reasoning class cannot be started without a question. Okay, so now let's see who comes up with the solution. So by solution I mean you have to let me know the option and why you are choosing that option. Okay, so why A is the answer, why B is the answer, C, D, or E, why these are the answers. Okay, so don't write just A, B, C, D, E. You have to write why about, like why A is the correct answer or why B is the correct answer. Okay, so come on in the chat section. Anyone? Amay, to your question, ma'am, you have same for maths too. So for mathematics, we do have classes. I would request you to go through our batch fee detail page. The link I had shared in the chat section earlier. I'll be doing it right away. So you can go to that link and check. Okay. So students, like no one is coming up with the answer. Is this question too tough? A because, A as, why? Why A? So few students have come up with the answer and all of them have told A as the correct answer. But then why A? Why can't it be B, C, D? Praneet is saying D. All right. But then kids, give me the solution. Why D? Why A? Anything coming up to your mind? Okay, Praneet, 1 minute. Right. You can write down your answers quickly, but Shalene is the answer. Yashaswani is saying it is different as it has one difference, but one have A have two. Hexagon cannot be formed by the triangle. Okay. And what about others? What do you think? So we are getting like two common answers, either A or D. Nothing other than that? Other options have 0 and A has 2 as difference. Okay. All right. So do you notice the beauty of reasoning? Like it has put everybody's mind to work now. Correct? A because all are not aligned. Okay. Praneeth is saying because side of triangle is 3 and side of square has 4 sides. But then if I say A, so A, it has a pentagon and triangle. Okay, so then should I disclose the answer? Yes? No? So let me tell you, few of you have told the correct answer. Okay, so let me disclose the correct answer now. So let me take you to the solution screen. Those students who had told option D as the correct answer, it is correct actually. So now let us begin. Like, what reasoning do we have here? Okay, so we can come up with many solutions, and that is the beauty of these classes. You know, you are solving the questions in peer, so you get to learn about the thought process of other students also, what they are thinking, and you understand their perspective, right? But then here in this question, what we are doing is we are adding the number of sides of each figure. So A, for A it would be 5 plus 3 8, B is 8, C is 6, D is 7, and E is 10. So the sum of all the options is even except for the option D. Hence, D is the correct answer. So this is the correct solution for this question asked. Correct? Got it? All right, nice. So now let us begin with the presentation part. So kids, to begin with, I'll just give you a brief about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations. And we had come up with the live classes 3 years back. So basically this is our third year into live classes, wherein we conduct live classes for various subjects like English, maths, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken, written, Vedic mathematics, coding, opinion talks, okay, and etc etc. The details I would be taking you through the on the next page. And then we have the School Plus program. So basically School Plus program, it's a package of the Olympiad Success live courses. So it's a year-long program, and it has 8 subjects, and the 8 subjects are mentioned below, which I had told earlier. All right, so these 4 plus 4 set of subjects, 4 for your Olympiads preparation, while the 4 are for your skill building. Right, so now let us see like what else we are providing. So we have online Cpsc plus Olympiad classes for grade 6 to 10. We have one-to-one preparation classes for international mathematics Olympiads, and these examinations include SASMO, CMO, HKIMO, TIMO, etc., etc. We do have JEE mains preparation classes also. And meet our international rank holders for the academic year 2021. So we had 40 plus international rank ones, 70 plus in top 5, and 120 plus in top 10. So these are the details of those students. And now talking about the session details for this Reasoning Olympiad batch 2. So these classes would be conducted in group with around 20 students, and it would be delivered through Zoom. There will be 2 sessions per week, and the days will be Thursday and Saturday, and the timing will be from 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. and this will be as per IST. So basically these are 75 minutes classes with a 5-minute break in between. Your sessions would be including a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussion on previous year papers. You would be getting reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. Also, you would be getting free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock test for reasoning. So students, like the fourth and the fifth point I will be taking you through in the tour of the platform. Okay, so once I show you the platform, how you can access the material and how you can, see the topic wise mock tests. Correct. And now coming up to the various links. So the links were shared already in the chat section. I will be doing that once again. So syllabus is available at this link. Then the fees for this course is rupees 6,800. The total number of sessions in this course are 32. And if interested, you can make the payment by going to this link. I would reiterate what your fees includes. It would be having live classes, that is your online classes on Zoom. Then daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, and access to Olympiad Success platform for logical reasoning. Coming up to the prerequisites, so you should attend these classes using a laptop or a desktop with good internet connectivity and use headphones. And coming up to the preparation part, so kids, I would like to say that preparing for Olympiad examinations is a bit tougher than your regular school curriculum. And like reasoning is that one subject which is not covered in school as well. So we would want you to spend few hours every day to cope up with the curriculum. So your mentor would be making his best efforts, but then you also have to put in your 100% so that you all stay on the same ground. And if you have any doubts, queries, get it resolved immediately and get your concepts really strong and clear. Okay, so that's it, kids. Your live classes will be starting from Thursday, April 20. 8th, and I hope to see you all there. Lastly, I would like to end my presentation on the note that in the academic year 21-22, Olympiad Success had students from more than 3,800 schools across India and abroad, and we have students participating from 35 plus countries. So once again, I welcome you all on board, kids. And now let me share my screen once again for taking you through the tour of Olympiad Success platform. Okay. So, ma'am is 50 kbps of internet speed. Okay. Okay. So I would suggest it to be in Mbps because Zoom consumes a bit of extra, internet, and that would be required. How can I manage math and reasoning classes together? Amay, are your class timings colliding? So in case if they are colliding, then I would suggest you to, wait for the next batch, which we would be announcing in a month's time or so. But then that would be better. Okay. So let's say like you have to go to this page, olympiadsuccess.com/login, and then enter your credentials, okay, which is your username and password. So once you enter your username and password, you would be redirected to your dashboard, to your profile page, basically. Okay. And there are two important things to be noted here. First is live classes. Okay. So once you click on live classes, under the subjects list, you can see all the subjects for which you have subscribed. Okay. So now I have subscribed to all the 8 subjects. So I can see the list of all the 8 subjects over here. But then for you, it will be only those subjects for which you have subscribed. So let's say if you subscribe for Reasoning Olympiad, this subject will be available under your subject list. You have to select that. You have to click on any of the topics. So let's say alphanumeric puzzle, sequence puzzle, right? So here we are providing you with a reading material, practice question and answer key. So once you click on reading material, a PDF would open up. So here the content would be displayed in the PDF. So the content would be related to the topic, which is alphanumeric sequence, right? And everything would be explained to you over here. And basis this topic, there would be few questions set up over here. So these are the few questions which you can see. So you need to solve these questions. And once you have solved these questions, you can compare your answers with the answer key provided. So here the answers with their explanation is given, right? So this is the entire content available to you. If you see this view schedule button, if you click, the entire schedule would open up. So basically what I mean by schedule is like for session 1 what we would be taking, session 2 what would be taking, okay, when your tests will be conducted, and when your entire course will get completed, etc, etc, right? So we have structured the sessions quite nicely, and you would know like beforehand only what you would be learning, correct? And then we have the holiday calendar. So on these days, your classes will not be conducted. These are holidays for each one of us. Okay. And then finally, the Zoom meeting ID and password. So here the meeting ID and password would be displayed for you, for using which you can attend these classes. And the second important thing, so these are the live classes content which would be accessible. And the second important thing is the worksheets. Okay. So I had mentioned about the topic wise worksheets to you, correct? So what you need to do is, yeah, so you need to select logical reasoning, and here you can see like various worksheets are available to you. So these are topic wise. So here like alphanumeric sequence, puzzle 1, puzzle 2. So 2 topic wise worksheets for this topic, 2 worksheets for analogy and classification, 2 for analytical reasoning, and so on, so on. So there are 43 worksheets available for you to practice from. So you need to just click on the take examination button, click on start worksheet, and once you click on the start worksheet button, the worksheet will open up. So this is in the form of examination, right? So you need to read the question, mark your answer, click on the next button, and move on, correct? Once you are done with the examination, you need to click on the finish button, and your examination will be submitted. And as soon as the exam is submitted, you will be shown the answer keys for this, correct? So here, like you can see the question, the options, the correct answer, what you had answered, and the explanation to it. Okay. So in a similar manner, like the entire worksheet answer keys would be available to you here. And in case if you would want to check the answer keys later on, what you need to do is click on the performance tab and click on like the view button for which you would want to see the answer keys. Correct. So let's say if I would want to see for analytical reasoning, I'll click on the view button. I would be redirected to the summary page. Once I click on the review button, I would be redirected to the answer key page. Okay. So this is how you can see the answer keys. So kids, I'm sure like you would have understood there are two important points to be noted here. First is the live classes where you can access your content, entire content, reading material, practice questions and answer keys. And the second is worksheets where you can access topic wise worksheets, right? So now kids, I'm stopping my screen share. And if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section and I would be happy to take up your queries. Yes, Sachit, so 50 Mbps would be good enough. Ma'am, is this Olympiad class? So Rajan sir is also here. Hi, Rajan sir.
Hi, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
I
so
think we have some questions here. First is,
yeah.
what is algebra, ma'am?
Okay, so algebra, it's a part of mathematics. So it's a topic in mathematics. And if you take up mathematics classes, you would come to know algebra. So I believe from grade 6 onwards, algebra gets started, but then you need to check the syllabus. And any
Will
further?
Priyasha, ma'am, not take this reasoning classes?
So Ria, we have another mentor. He is equivalently good, I would say, Siddharth sir. So Siddharth sir would be taking up this batch 2. Priyasha ma'am won't be taking up this batch. Yes, Lakshay, you can write your query in the chat section. Can you unmute? So Lakshay, it would be nice if you can, write it down. Or let me unmute you otherwise. Yeah, Lakshay, you then need to turn on your webcam as well. Yes, Lakshay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, hi, ma'am. Actually, Lakshya's mom, I just want to ask you, like, if we go for logical reasoning, so what are the different organizations which goes only for logical reasoning exams? I mean, for at his level.
Okay, so ma'am, you can check with Crest Olympiads because if you enroll today for this
I saw
course,
only Crest is there, only
yeah,
one.
one, and there is also another one, Unicus Olympiads, and I believe that is those examinations are conducted in summer, so they conduct critical thinking examination, so that you can check as well.
So that means only one option, one or two option is
Two
there.
options, yeah, 2-3 options are there. There are a few other organizations, but then yeah, I need to check and get back. So maybe what you can do is on our registered mobile number, you can drop us a message. The number is 95607 and there you can the person would be then replying you with
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
We have next question. Will be 75 minutes class.
Yes, absolutely, Sachit. It would be 75 minutes class.
Okay, any other questions, students? No? Okay, tell me faster, what are the days and timings for the class? 8 to 9:15. Okay. And what are the days?
Okay, before asking, only Arnav has written.
Okay. Okay. So I think if anyone have any other question, please ask. Or shall we start with the demo? Okay.
Praneet is asking, is there coding?
Decoding also, and if you're asking for like coding classes. So we have coding classes also. You can check on the website.
Please start.
Please
Okay,
start.
so final question. What topic is Siddhartha going to take today? So do you know like what all topics are covered in logical reasoning? First question this, and then you can write down like which topic Siddharth sir is going to teach us today. So logical reasoning is a subject, right? But then in logical reasoning, what are the topics? Coding, decoding, okay. And if you guys were looking at my tour of the platform carefully, you would have seen the topics. Pattern, number pattern, analogy. Okay, so now quite many answers are coming up. So Siddharth, sir, why don't you disclose? So Rajan sir, shall we start with the demo? I think so we don't have any
Yes, sure,
questions.
ma'am. Sure, ma'am. We can start.
Okay, so over to Siddharth sir for the demo, and like if you can disclose. Okay, analogy.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, guys, so let's start. So already your surprise is over. It's analogy, right? Before I start, I would like to say that if you have any like doubt or any query in between, you can just write it in the chat section, or you can raise your hand, right? I'll try to unmute you in between, or you can write your query in the chat section. Okay, children. So let's start. So our topic today is analogy, right? So analogy is first of all, let's understand what analogy is, right? Like basically, what does it mean and why we need it. So before I go through, let's start. Let's see and let's know that what are the topics, different topics that we are going to cover today, right? So first topic that we are going to cover is definition of analogy, right? What is analogy and why it is important and why we are studying it, right? And actually it forms your base when you're trying to study reasoning, right? So analogy makes your base, right? And then what are the different type of analogy, how we can apply it, what type of question comes. So there are different types of analogies, right? So there are alphabet based analogies, then there are analogous pair which are based on things, right? And then there are number based analogies, and there are three different word analogies, right? So there are different form, and then you have your favorite chocolate questions, right? So today, first of all, we'll understand what analogy is, and then we'll see different type of questions and different type of problems or sets of problem that comes or that are based on analogy, right? So first of all, let's go to the definition, right? What analogy is, and I'll explain it to you. First of all, let's read the common definition that we know that it is something that shows how two things are alike. But it also shows two things are alike, but in the same way, we are actually comparing two things, right? And we are also drawing the difference. So in one time, we are showing analogy means that we are also we are trying to draw a difference, but at the same time, we are trying to draw a similarity, right? So it is actually, we are comparing two things. If you see, when you are trying to find a difference between two things, or you're trying to find a similarity between two things, right? So what we are actually doing, we are comparing two things, right? So this comparison is actually based on either difference or similarity, or we are doing both the things at the same time, right? So how it works, like how analogy works, like how things work. So let's start with the like common examples. So if I ask you, let's start with a very simple problem, right? Okay. Let's start with a very simple problem, and then we'll go further, and then we'll see understand that how different levels of analogy work. So suppose, children, if I ask you, if I write two words, suppose I write mad and angry, right? These two words. So can anybody tell me that how these two words are related? Anyone? You can just raise your hand, or you can write it in the chat section. Yeah. Yes. These are the kind of emotions, right? That's correct. They are common. Okay. They are common. Yes. You can just raise your hand. You can write in the chat section, right? Okay. Yes.
Sir, it
Yeah.
both or Emotions.
Yeah, so they are similar, right? That means this shows that these two things are similar, right? So how you draw a conclusion, like how you try to connect these two words, how you draw the comparison. So that means that you, what you saw in between these two words, these shows that they are similar in some way. These are similar, they are synonyms or they are similar. Okay, now I write two words again, right? One is awake and other one is asleep. Yeah, tell me how they are related. Anyone? Yes, Aditi.
Ma'am, sir, they are different words.
Okay, they are different, right? So actually you are, how you are able to establish a relationship between two, you, what you saw, you saw that they are different, right? Yes,
sir.
yes, Sachit, yes.
Sir, they is common between them.
Yeah. Oh, no, okay, yeah, that's one word, that's a very good, you know, you have spotted that A is common. That is a good thing, but if you see, take the word as a whole, right? So if you see that they are different, right?
Sir, their emotion, they are that.
Yeah, that is fine, that is
Emotion.
fine. But yeah, these are emotion and same kind of feeling, but awake and asleep, these are two opposite, right? That's correct, Yashaswini, that is opposite. Yeah, they are antonyms, right? That's good. Yes, Nisha, that is correct. Okay, very good, right? So you understand that how we draw comparison between two things. First of all, we'll try to see what is the similarity. If we don't find the similarity, what we will see, we'll try to find the difference. So these are the basic bricks, okay? How you built up your logic when it comes to analogy, right? So first of all, you will try to spot a similarity, right? If you don't find a similarity, you'll go for the difference, right? Okay. So let's take another example. Okay. Just do it here, right? Okay. Now these were words, right? Okay. If I draw something here, just tell me how they are related. Okay. First of all, I'm drawing three things. Okay. Okay, just wait. Okay. Tell me how they are related. These three things. Yes. Yeah, Sachit.
Sir, they are sides, sir.
They
Sides.
are what? Okay. They have sides. Okay. That's very good. That they are shapes. That's good. They are some kind of shapes. Okay. That's a similarity. They have sides. That is a similarity, right? Any other similarity? Anyone can see? No. Is there any difference? These are the similarities, right? They are all shapes. That is a similarity. Okay. Okay. There are so many hands. Just wait. Yes, Aditi.
Sir, they all have vertices and
Yeah,
corners.
Shruti, that's right. All are polygons. Okay. These are shapes. Okay. All are polygons. Number of sides. That's correct. So Shruti, that's correct. Okay. Dimple Shri, that's correct. Right. Aman is amazing. Okay. Number of sides. That's correct. That's what I wanted to hear. That there are similarities also, but at the same time there are differences also. Right. Yes, Praneeth. I'm coming
Sir,
you.
the number of sides are increasing. Like in the
No, no.
triangle, there are 3, and the square, there are 4 sides.
So even rectangle has 4 sides, right?
Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
in triangle and square, they have the same. Like
No,
they're
triangle has
increasing.
three sides only, right? Triangle has only
Yes,
three
sir.
sides, right? And these two, rest of
Yes,
the
sir.
two have. So if you try to draw, if out of these three things, if I ask you, so you can draw a similarity. Similarity means that these two are alike and this is different, right? Or you can see these three are alike because they all have sides or they all are similar shape. Okay. Now I add one more figure here. Okay. Oh, my circle is so bad. Okay. Please pardon me. Huh? Okay, so this is a circle. Now, if I ask you out of all these four, which one is different? Tell me. Which one is different? You can just write it in the chat section, guys, because I'll not be able to allow everyone to speak, right? Okay, Divyanshu, I'll give you a chance because you didn't get a chance right last time. Yeah, circle, circle, circle. Yeah, that's good. That's good. No sides. That's actually why I wanted to hear. No sides. Yeah, that's right. Since no sides. Yeah, that's correct. Somebody also said corners, right? Yeah, I have to see. Okay, yeah, somebody said corners. Okay, That's correct, right? So see, so earlier when we were seeing only three figures, it was difficult to come to a conclusion. We have to see differences also and similarity also, right? But when we saw a circle, all these three figures, they came and they made a one group. Okay, so these become a similar thing, and this is a very different thing, right? So whenever as a human being, when we try to find similarity or differences between anything, right? So what our mind do, it tries to either draw similarity or try to find a difference, and then we compare it, right? So it both the things go simultaneously, right? So when it comes to your course, like how we have to study analogy with respect to reasoning, with respect to your exam. So this analogy can be applied in many ways. For example, it can be applied with alphabet, it can be applied with the numbers, it can be applied with the shape, just like we saw. It can be applied also with the different words, right? So we'll see it one by one now, that how this analogy is applied to different type of problems, right? So let's start with the analogy that is based on the alphabet, right? That is alphabet based analogy. Okay, yes, Praneeth? Yeah, Praneeth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you raised your hand.
Sorry, sir, I did it by mistake.
Okay, Mitra?
Sir, nothing, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, guys. You already started giving answers, right? Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So what do we see here? What do we see here? So these are just like different letters, English alphabet. They are different letters, right? So what do you see? How can you draw a similarity? Okay, that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You want to speak? Yeah. Sure. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm already getting answers, right? Okay, fine. Guys, so let me explain this one to you, and then I'll give you the next one. Okay, to try. Let me explain this one, because those who are those who are not able to understand this, they will understand this question, and then I will give you the next one. Okay, I know those who know the answer, they understand, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, fine, guys. I know many of you understand it already, right? So let me explain it to everyone, and then we'll move on to the next question, and then that one I'll give it to you. Okay. So first, what do you see? There are three letters, right? Two are similar. D. This is whether it is capital letters or uppercase or lowercase, or capital letter or small letter, right? But these are same. And the third one is different. A is what? A is different, right? In the next time, what is happening? This was at the third position. It came to the first position, right? It was at the third position. Suppose this is first position, this is second position, and this is third position. Now what has happened? This from third position, this one has A has come to the first position, right? And first what was happening? The first one was what? First one was capital. Now the rest of the two are capital, right? If we apply the same logic, let's give them number again: 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So if we bring third one here, this B at the first position, to write B at the first position, right? And what is happening? The other two which are similar, other two which were similar in this case was D. Uppercase and lowercase were same, right? They were similar. Okay, yes, Sachit, I see your hand. I see your hand, right? Okay, I'll give you the next question. Okay, I know you understood it, right? So here 1, 2, 3, if we number it, third position, it came to the first position, right? And then rest of the two, they become capital. So here, what are the other two? First and second position, that is R. So let's make them capital, right? So this is our answer. Okay, guys. So this is how we draw similarity or difference when it comes to letters, right? So this is alphabet based analogy, right? Okay, many of you have already given answers. So a round of applause for everyone, right? Okay. So it is just the answer, right? Like this is like alphabet based. The order of the letters in the first group is reversed, and then middle small letter is replaced by a capital letter, right? So just what we have done, right? Next one, right? This one is a bit different from the last one. Okay. So there are so many letters are written here, right? So how do we approach it? So I told you, first of all, try to see any relationship between these words. The first one, try to see any relationship between these ones, because this is at the first position, this is also at the first position, right? And then try to find a relationship between them. So first of all, see this and this one, C and M. Is there any relationship between them? Anyone? Answer is D. Okay, D, you're saying D. No, no. Okay, no. Anyone? Any clue? Anyone having any clue? Any idea? B. Okay, Dimple Shri is saying B. Okay, Sushruta, how you are how you came to this conclusion that it is B? Yes. Okay, Praneeth wants to speak, right? Praneeth, please.
So in option B, the letters are like going one by one, like in C, D, E, F. It's increasing, sir.
Okay, but in the second one, see how we approach this type of question. So let me explain it to you first, and then you try to approach it, right? So these two are one group. Can you see there is only single dot between them? This one,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So these two form a one group. So first of all, you should know relationship between these two. So this is one group, and this is the other group of letters, right? So these two, how these two are related, it will define how these two will be related, right? So this one is CDEF, but the next one is not like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to
Yes.
find that what is the similarity between these two. Because if I say suppose this is CDEF, so DEFG is also same.
So
RSTU
then
is
the
also
answer
same.
should be B.
Okay, answer should be B. Okay, so what is
Yes,
why
yes.
you are saying it's B?
So
How you?
because the pattern in C,
Yeah.
D,
Okay.
E, F, and M, N, O, P are, if
Okay.
we do the same pattern in H,
Mhm.
I, J, K, then we'll get the answer as B.
No, but there is the same pattern is followed in DEFG, right? And in the GHIJ also and ABCD also, right? Okay. So let me explain it to you. There one person has given the right answer. Sushruta, your answer is correct. Okay. So let me explain this to you. Okay. So whenever this type of question come in your exam, right? So we'll doing everything from like any competitive exam that you are appearing, right? So first of all, you should know that at what position which letter come in ABC, like in your English alphabet, right? So we have like first, if you write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, let's write them J, K, L, M, N, right? So if you number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J, K, L, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So if you see C is at third position, right? Everybody can see this. See it at third position, right? And where is M? 13 position, right? See it at third position, and D is sorry, M is at the 13th position. So what is the difference between these two positions? Can anybody tell me? What is the difference between these two positions? How much we are jumping? How many positions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 position we are jumping, right? From C to M. Yes? Everybody has got it? If you have any doubt, please raise your hand. Okay, Lakshay. Yeah, Lakshay, please speak.
Yeah, sir, no doubt. Answer is
Okay.
only.
Okay, you wanted to say the answer. Okay, right. So guys, everybody understood that we have jumped to 10 positions, right? So in the same way, if I want to jump from H 10 positions further, how would I go? I, J, K, L, M, N. Anybody tell me what will come next? If you go to the 10 position forward. Yes, okay, that's correct. R. Yes, everybody. Okay. Mm-hmm. What will come? Okay, R. That's right. Okay, that's correct. Now, if I go from D, this is the second position D, and this is N, right? So if you go from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is at 14 position, again a difference of 10, right? Okay. So R, S, T, U. So you can see that there is a difference of 10 in each letter, right? So if I go from H, it should be R, S, T, and U, right? Okay. So whenever you are trying to solve any, yeah, that's correct, guys. That's correct. Yeah. So if you're trying to solve this kind of question, first of all, what you have to do, you write this English alphabet like this, right? And write it in the both direction, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I start from the back side, what will come here? Suppose there is X, Y, Z. So Z will become 1, 2, 3, and this will be 25, 20, 24, 25, 26. So write it in both the directions, right? Okay. Just wait. Okay. So everybody can see here. We already have it, right? Just wait, guys. Okay, so you can see here A, B, C, D, E, F. The numbering is written right here, right? So yes, Nisha. Yeah. Okay, so I was about to tell you this trick. So this trick that goes here is, if you want to remember it, like if you don't want to write it, it is E, J, O, T, Y, right? So E is at the 5th position, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, right? So suppose if someone asks you where is R, or where is U, right? So after T, U, P, Q, R, S, T, U, right? So where is U? So if you remember E, J, O, T, Y, that T comes at 20, right? So immediately U will come at 21, right? So this is the trick that you can use when you are using this type of question, or if you come across this type of question. I was removed from the meeting. Okay, Sachit. So what I was trying to tell, that if this kind of question comes, you have to either write this ABCD, or you can use a shortcut trick. Shortcut trick would be, you remember this term EJOTY. Okay, you remember this term EJOTY, right? So EJOTY, what does it mean? That E comes at 5th position in the English alphabet, right? ABCDE 1 2 3 4 5, right? And then J comes at 10, right? In the same way, O comes at 15, T comes at 20, and Y comes at 25. So suppose if someone asks you, where is F, like at which position F comes, so can you tell me where is F, if you remember? Yes. Okay, 6, easy, because why? Because E is at 5th position, and then again after E, F comes, so it would be automatically at 6th position, right? Yeah, that's correct, everyone. Okay, so you understood, right? So if you remember this EJOTY, because this shortcut trick will help you a lot in the exam. Every time you don't have to write this. Okay. Okay, let's move on to next type of question. That is that when it comes to things, different things, right? So how we draw similarity or comparison when there are different type of analogous pair. Okay, so what does this mean? Let's understand the direction of the question first, and then we will continue with the question. So in this question here, there are related pairs of words and phrases, right? There are different type of words and different type of phrases that are followed by different type of answers. Okay, so you have to understand the relationship between the first two, and then you have to try to draw similarity, that how come, like how these 4 options, which one is similar to the first one. Okay, oh, you already have the answers. Okay, fine, guys. So our question is traffic and road. Okay, so traffic and road, that means there is some relationship. So can anybody tell me what is the relationship between traffic and the road? And then we'll try to find the answer. Yes, Ame?
Sir, traffic happens on the road.
Okay,
So,
that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Okay. So traffic happens on the road, or traffic is usually you'll find traffic on the road, right? So let's try to find the answer, right? There is traffic on the road. Yes, yes, Sushrut, that's correct. That's correct. Yes. See, just write once. Okay. Yes, Lakshay. Yes. No, no, Lakshay, that's not the answer, right? Let me explain it to you, right? And then I'll give you the next one. Okay. So yes, yes, Kashvi. Yeah, please speak.
Sir, the answer is related like with the traffic happens in road. So here the analogy is that where the verb is happening.
Yeah, where the thing is happening, right? That's correct. So let's try to find the answer, right? We already know now that there is a relationship between traffic and road, that traffic happens on the road, right? Okay, so does aeroplane this airplane, it happens on the aerodrome? Anybody? No, it doesn't happen, right? Airplane are parked at the aerodrome, not they do not happen on the aerodrome. Aeroplane, they are, but where they are found, they are found in air, right? So we'll cancel this option, we can cancel, right? Next, move on to the other one, roots and trees. So roots are found with the trees, but they do not move on the tree, or neither they are on the tree, right? They are at the bottom of the tree, right? So we also cancel this one, there is no similarity, right? Next, see the next one, blood flows in the vein, just like traffic flows on the road in the same way, right? So we can take this one, right? Let's check the fourth one also, just for being sure, right? So car and garage, so car is parked on the garage, right? Okay, so this is the most clear or the closest answer, that is blood flows in the veins, right? So this is how the analogous pair questions are worked. Okay, that's correct. Many of you have got the answers right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, now comes a different type of question when it which involves numbers, right? So there we have number analogy. So these questions are a bit tricky. So I would like that all of you to pay more attention here, right? Because these questions are a bit tricky because numbers are involved, right? But they are not tricky if you try to solve it in stepwise manner, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, right? So let's take this first one. Okay, so whenever you are approaching a question which involves numbers, children, what you are going to do, like how would you see that, what is the first thing that you should spot on a question? Suppose you come across a question which involves numbers, right? And there you have to find the number analogy, right? So what will you do first? So first of all, see the numbers. Okay, see the first number, right? First one, and then see the second one. First of all, see which one is bigger, which one is smaller. Okay, we already have the answers. That's right, that's correct. Okay, so you already spot it, right? So let me explain it for the others, right? Those who have find the answer, that's correct, that's good. Okay, so first of all, we will see that which one is smaller and which one is greater, right? So you have spot here that 20 is smaller and 30 is greater, right? Now we will see that which one, what is the difference, right? What is the difference between two? So there can be only two things. If one is bigger and one is smaller, there can be a difference, or there can be a subtraction. So subtraction cannot happen here. So there is only addition, right? So in both ways, you can see here, one is 20 and one is 30, and there is a difference between them. What is the difference? That is 10, right? What is the difference between them? That is 10. But first number is small, other number is greater. That means number at the first position is 20, second position number is 30, right? So first number is small, second number is large, and the difference between the two is 10, right? So this is how you are going to approach this question. Okay, so if you go by the same method, what will you do? Let's check the answers. Okay, so the first answer is 50 60, right? 50 and 60, right? So this looks, let's check the second one. This actually follows this pattern. 20 and 30, difference is 10. The first number is small, second number is large, right? Let's check this one to be sure. We should always check all the options, right? Okay, but in the exam you can also skip it, but just for when you are starting the this reasoning classes, you should check all the options to be sure, right? So this 40 60, there is a difference of 20. It doesn't follow this rule right here, which these two numbers are following. Okay, then 70 75, obviously we can we can reject this answer, like this one also, this one. So this will be your answer. Okay, so this is a very simple question, guys. You will not find these type of very simple questions in the Olympiads or any other place, but first, this is the start, right? So soon you will develop that aptitude, so that you can always solve difficult questions, right? Okay, next one. Now we have to choose here in the second this question. What we have to do? We have to choose a number similar to a group of numbers on the basis of certain common properties that they possess, right? So here again it is similar like a pair. So these two have some kind of similarity between them. Okay, right? Again in the same way, right? So here they have already written there is something 50. So what will come at the second position? So you already know it follows the same type of relationship. What is the relationship between? First one is small, second one is bigger, right? Everyone understood? If you understood it, and what is the difference? Again it is 10, right? So 50. So obviously we need a number which is 10 higher. That would be 60, right? Okay, so though in two forms this question can be asked, right? Now next move on to other set of question that can come, right? Other type of question. Yes, Amay, that is correct, right? Let's determine the analogy that they so it will always not be like one number is small, one is bigger, right? So there can be different type of problems. Okay, so what should be the approach? Okay, so first of all we have to identify the relation between first number and the second number, right? Just like we did in the last question, right? Then we will check second number is greater than or less than the first number. We already checked it, right? Similarly in the last question, right? Then what we have to do, if second number is greater then the first number, what can be there? There can be addition or there can be a multiplication. How? Suppose if I write 10 and 20, so there is addition or multiplication. Both things are happening. And if I write 10 and 100, then you can see this is just an addition of 10, and this is a multiplication of 10, right? What is the relationship between 10 and 20 and 10 and 100? So 10 and 20, there is an addition of 10, and then 10 and 100, there is a multiplication of 10. So if the difference or the one number and the second number is too much, so there is multiplication going on. Okay, so this is a trick to find out that there is a relationship between two numbers, right? So one is 10, one is 20. The difference is not that much, right? They are not that much differ from each other, right? So there is just addition going on. But if one number is 10 and the other is 100, right? So what is happening, that there is the other number is too large, so there is multiplication going on, and multiplication by 10, right? Actually multiplication is a kind of addition also, right? Okay, so you can say that there here addition of 90 is going on, right? But we don't say like 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. We just say 10 into 10, that is 100, right? Okay, so there is multiplication going on, right? Next position, next type of step, what we have to see, that there is addition applied or multiplication applied, that we will check like this. Okay, so children, tell me, I'm writing an example here, right? Okay, tell me whether there is addition or there is multiplication. Okay, what is going on? I will write addition, multiplication according to you. Okay, tell me what is going on between these two numbers. Please tell me. You can raise your hand or just write. What is going on here? Okay, multiplication. Okay, Sachet, that's correct. Sushrut, that's correct. Multiplication, Lakshya, that's correct. Okay. Saptarshi, yes, that's multiplication.
6 into 100.
Yeah, 6 into 100, that's correct. So that is what is going on. What is the operation? Which mathematical operation is happening over here? That is multiplication. That's correct. Okay, guys, so you understood, right? And if I write, suppose one more example, right? I'll write here. Okay, this is what is going on here? 73 and 83. What is going on here? Okay, both subtraction and addition, right? Both are happening, because if you minus 83 from 73, right? So there is a subtraction of 10, and if you add 10 in 73, so both are going on, right, simultaneously. That we will do, like we can manage according to the question, right? Whether it is addition or subtraction, both ways you can say it. Okay, right? So let's see this question. This example 4, 39, 33. So tell me what will be the next number now. First of all, see the relationship between these two. Is there a lot of difference between these two? No. So first of all, tell me which mathematical operation is going on here between these two numbers, 39 and 33. Just tell me the operation. Yeah, you already have the answer. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. The answer is correct. Yeah. Okay, guys. So the difference is, okay, you already have you have answered. Like the difference is 6, right? Okay. So here we will again see, if you subtract minus 6, 66 minus 6, so that would be answer will be 60. So that is your option number A, right? Okay, that's good. So if you have any doubt, like, then we'll move to the next question. Okay, 6, that's correct. Kashvi, that is correct. Simple Shri, that is correct. Right. Okay, fine. Okay, now next comes the 3-word analogy, right? 3-word analogy means that there is a relationship between these three somehow. Okay, so now we have to find out that what is the relationship. So do you remember in the start, when we start the class, I gave you an example of the triangle, right? Rectangle and the square. Okay, right? So in the same way, we have to find a similarity here. Okay, yes, Kashvi, that's correct. Yeah, we have to subtract by 6. That's correct, right? Okay, so in the analogy of the words, what we will see, so there is the first word is dog here. Okay, the other word is squirrel, and the last word is tail, right? So what is the similarity here in these 3 words? Okay, first of all, see, dog is an animal, right? Live in water. Dog doesn't live in water. Fish live in water. Dimple Shri, yeah. Squirrel, everyone has seen the squirrel. What is a squirrel? What do we call it? Squirrel. Everybody has seen it, right? It moves fast, right? It lives on the land, right? No. How will you draw a similarity? Okay, have you seen a dog? Everyone had seen the dog, right? Obviously, that is obvious. Yeah, just try to focus here. First one is dog. Okay, so dog is an animal, right? A squirrel, It is also animal, not like a dog, but it is also an animal, right? And tail. So both dog and squirrel, what they have? What is the common thing between these two? What is the common thing between these two, dog and squirrel? Tail. That's correct. They both have tail. Okay. I can't make a squirrel here. I hope I could. Okay. So it's like that. The squirrel looks like that. It has a long tail, right? The squirrel is very cute, right? So squirrel looks like this. Okay. It has a small hands. Okay. So squirrel is like this. Okay. So it has a very big tail, right? Okay. Yeah. So now we know that there are these two are animals and they have tail, right? So we'll in the same way we'll try to find the analogy between these three words, right? So first of all we'll take cottage and hut. Okay, so cottage and hut. Okay, there is a similarity. And is like all cottage and hut, are they all are palace? No, there is no analogy between them, right? Do you understand this? Cottage, hut, they are similar, almost similar, but they are all not palace, right? But dog and squirrel, first of all, they both are animals and they all possess tail. But cottage and hut, they both do not possess what? Palace, right? So this option can be eliminated, right? Next comes to the next one. Fish, crocodiles, they both live in water, right? They both live in water, but they do not have water in their body, right? It's not a part of their body. Yeah, they both live in water, but that means it is not a part of their body, right? They live in water, right? It is just like that, but water is not a part of their body, but tail is a part of their body, right? So we'll not take this, right? Next, horse, ox. Okay, so they ox has a kind of bow, right? Like a ox bow, like, so they do not have a horn. Horse do not have a horn, right? So there is no similarity between them. They do not have a horn, right? Okay, everybody has got now. Yeah, that's correct, right? And then first we have truck and then scooter. What is the common thing? They both have gear, right? You must be knowing that truck has a gear. Truck is like a a car or a bus. Everything has a gear, and also scooters have a gear. Usually these days you have scooties, so you don't have gear. But in the older days, there used to be scooters or bikes which still have gears, right? Okay, yeah. And if you see this horse, okay, so there are small horses which are called unicorns. They have a horn, but we don't take like that, or we don't think like that. It is just take a normal horse. Okay, so we have truck and scooter. They both have what they have in common. They both have gear, right? So this is a similar thing, dog, squirrel, and they both have a tail, right? So this is how we draw the 3-word analogy. Okay, if anybody has any doubt, please raise your hand, or you can just write in the chat section and we'll move forward then. Okay, guys. So next, let's start the chocolate questions, right? So these are for you. It's like you should do some brainstorming here, and we'll try to find the answers, right? So this is a alphabet-based analogy, right? So AI, the first word is A, second is I. They are two. These two letters are written together, A and I. But this is a single one, right? S is single. Again, these two are written together. So obviously we know first relation what we can draw here, that these are two and this is a single one, right? So a single letter should come here. We all know. Or we can see options also, right? So anybody just try to find the answer. I told you that, remember that I give you a hint for the first question. EJOTY. Okay, remember that the position of the letters, right? Now trying to find the answer. Anybody, any idea how we will approach this question? Yes, write in the chat section. Anyone, any idea? No? Okay, how? You can just raise your hand, just speak. B, you are saying B. Okay, B. Just write how you came up to this answer. Sorry. Okay. Yes, Sushrut? Okay, B, Q, Q.
Actually, the difference between I and S is of 10 letters. So
Okay.
that's like similar. And even in G, if we look in G, if we go 10 letters forward, we get Q. So the answer is B.
Okay. So that's how you came to this answer, that there you are seeing the difference, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, children, fine. Okay. Okay, that's good. You're trying it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let's discuss this question now. Okay, so I told you that first of all, in this type of question, we will try to spot their location in the English alphabet series. Okay, so A comes at which position? 1. I comes at which position? Yes. Which position? Yes. 9. Ninth position or 8th position? Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, 9. So 1 A, if you combine AI, here it is written AI. So what will it become? 1 9 19, right? Up till here, any doubt to anyone? A comes at first position, I comes at 9th position, right? So if you combine them, it is written AI. So we'll write 1 9. Okay. Now see the position of the S. What is the position of S? What is the position of T? It is 20, right? So what is the position of S? ST, that is 19, right? So S position is also what? 19. Is it everyone? Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, that's correct. Now tell me what would be the answer. A is 1. What is the position of G? Yes, please tell me the answer. In the same, follow the same logic and then you'll come to the answer. Yeah, that's correct. That's right. 7th position. That's correct. That's right. Okay. 17. So what comes at 17? If you write AG here, what comes at 17? Which letter comes at 17? Okay, so see O. Okay, O is at 15. Okay, O is at 15, right? So we have to move 2 places. So after O, what comes? O, P, Q. Okay, so at 17, what comes? Q. So answer would be what? Q. Right? Yes. Anyone has any doubt?
Siddharth sir,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Siddharth sir, as we are running out of the time, I think we can wrap up with this question.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take the next one. Should we take this one, sir?
Yes, yes, sure, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we'll take all your doubts in the next classes when as we go ahead, right, on the rest of the days, right? So let's take this question. Doctor is related to patient in the same way as lawyer is related to, right? So we have to find a relationship between these two, right? One is doctor and one is patient, right? So what is the similarity between doctor and the patient? A doctor treats patient, somehow it is doctor is giving some service to the patient, right? Okay, oh, you all have written the answers, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. So how lawyer, to which person lawyer gives his services? To not file, not judge, not magistrate. So it is his client, right? Okay. So I think this one was easy, right? A easy chocolate question. Okay. I'll ask you everyone if we had a time that which is your favorite chocolate, guys, right? But we don't have that time right now. We don't have that privilege to do all the talks, but we'll do it, okay, in the coming classes. Okay, next question. We have 66 and 12. This one is tricky one, right, guys? This one is tricky. Okay, so 66, 12, 99 to what? Okay, so there is a relationship between these two numbers, 66 and 12. This one is a bit tricky, right? So try to think. First of all, see the difference. Is there multiplication going on or some kind of division going on, right? One number is bigger, one is smaller, right? So what is going on in between these two? Yes. Tashvi is asking when is the next class. Let's not. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
So
fine.
students, the next class is when we are going to start the batch. Okay, that is 23rd April. So the live classes will start from 23rd April itself. Okay. So in the chat box, I have shared some links. So you can just save the link to join this course. Okay, copy and save somewhere. So firstly, can you let us know like how was the session? You can write in the chat box how was the session. Do you like it?
Just wants to speak something.
Yes. Yes, Josh?
Sir, is it 23rd or 28th?
Okay, let me check. I think it is, just give me 1 second. Let me check and confirm to you. Okay, we are getting very good adjectives here.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. Okay. Yes, it is going to be same, sir, in the regular classes. Siddharth sir will take the classes. Excellent, superb, and okay. Thank you, Sachin. Yes, the reasoning classes will start from 28th April. Okay. So let me share the links again. You can just save this link. Okay, so to join the course, you can just save this link and copy somewhere, and this link will help you to join the course. Okay, thank you, Siddharth sir, for the wonderful
Thank you, sir.
session.
Thank
I
you, sir.
think student enjoyed enjoyed it at all. So okay, thank you everyone. Thank you students to join, and good night. Now we
Good
will
night,
meet you in the
everyone.
live classes. Good night everyone.
Good night,
Bye.
children.